Are you ready for the money part? Good. This is how to create a VSL. It's the money part of it, the grand offer. I'm John Benson, and this is Sales Copy Secrets. I don't know why I did the Vulcan salute there at the end. I'm a Star Trek freak. Maybe that's why. I don't know. How are we going to close this video sales letter of yours out? How are we going to wrap the customer into not just a desire to buy, but being compelled to buy? Like there's a compilation. Is that even a word? I don't know. I'll have to look that up. They're being compelled to buy, not convinced, compelled. The greatest form of persuasion possible is to make somebody believe it was their idea to begin with, that they are in alignment with all of their core values, the things they already hold dear. And if you've done your job right inside your video sales letter, that's exactly what they're feeling. They're resonating with the core values, the things they already believe to be true. And so when you present your offer, it's not coming out of the blue. It's resonating with what they already believe in. So it's much easier to say yes. Now, just have a look on the screen before we go into the sections of what the grand offer is. This is just step one, part one of the grand offer, and those are all the subsections. Okay. Guess what? If you look over to the left, you can see 2, 3, 4, 5. In other words, it's very detailed. Don't let this scare you. Just realize it's all mapped out for you if you check out Now VSL below. Do that, and it can save you a ton of time. And by the way, if all of this education on VSL creation is awesome to you, if you're getting a lot out of it, be sure to smash the like button, be sure to share the video, be sure to subscribe, all that good stuff. You know what to do. I want to earn it though. So if I've earned it, give it to me. Cool. Let's dive into this now. I'm not going to go into all the details of every single step of this, but I'm going to give you the big picture idea. There's too many things to list off. I know in the other videos I've said, okay, step 1, step 2, step 3, but you're just gonna have to follow along in this one because there's just way too many of them. The very first thing we're gonna do is formally introduce your product or service. Introducing blank. Okay, that's not that hard, right? And here's the next step, is the USP, okay? What you wanna create is a unique selling proposition, okay? That's a USP. And I'm gonna give you a very simple formula to use. Name a product is the first, the best, the world's only, fill in the blank here, blank solution, whatever your niche is, for blank, those are the avatars that you're targeting, okay? So for my case, it's for men and women over the age of 40 or whatever, who want to blank and do it without blank, who want to lose weight without restricting their favorite foods or counting calories. So listen to me as I read off my product USP. The 4-Day Diet is the world's foremost blueprint for men and women over 40 that allows you to lose all the weight you want without counting calories, going to the gym, or even keeping track of the food you eat. Now, I just rattled off a USP. That's actually not my real USP. It's a slightly different thing, but just to give you the pattern and the formula that you can follow, I think you'll like it. That's what you want to put right there. Here's where we go into, this is going to work for you even if, and you want to think of every objection you can think of, even if you're low on thyroid, even if you've been overweight all your life, even if you've tried every diet you can think of, and just list them off, as many as you can, and end with this. Or even if you think you've tried everything. The next step is what it isn't. What it isn't is exactly how you want to kick people out of the club. So here's how I would say it. Hey, if you're looking for a pill you swallow that magically melts fat, then this is not for you. Maybe you should log off and go to fantasylanddiet.com. Maybe they've got what you're looking for. But if you're looking for something real, you are in the right place. The next step is what I call the hero study. And this is, if it's possible for you to do, this is awesome, where you take the heroes of your industry or niche and you looked at what made them successful to create this product. So here's how I would say it. When I developed the 4-Day Diet, I didn't just want to go into my own experience. I tapped into the weight loss stories of over 50 people from the ages of 40 to 90 and how they did it, what they ate, and they all shared this in common. And I put what they shared in common into a system that you can follow. The next step is something I call out of the club. We kind of already did this before, but I reiterate it here. So I say, so if that sounds awesome to you, stick around. And if it doesn't, this isn't for you. Next up is what's called easy as it gets. Easy as it gets is a fantastic way of saying your product or service is the next best thing to something that they really wish would happen. For example, most people wish there was a pill, a safe pill, they could swallow that would instantaneously change their body, right? So take the greatest analogy you can think of, the greatest miracle that you could think of, and say something to this effect. Name a product, in my case, the 4-Day Diet, is not some kind of a miracle pill that you swallow that presto, overnight, you've dropped 50 pounds. You and I would both love that, but here's what it is. It's the next best thing to it. And the reason why is I've made it as easy as it could possibly be to blank. Lose weight in my case. And that's all that we can hope for. Wouldn't you agree? So I'm getting people to agree with me. And that's what you want to do throughout your entire pitch. The next step is where I qualify the remaining viewers. And I say, so if you really want to X, Y, Z, benefit, 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 goal, goal, then listen to what folks like you are saying about the 4-Day Diet. And I go into my series of testimonials. I'll use 3 to sometimes 10 testimonials right here. Next up is what's called what's in the product. And that basically is just your product features. This is the very first time you're actually talking about your product or service features. And here's where you want to do it. You can optionally drop your buy button now. We haven't mentioned the price yet, but this is another place we have found to be somewhat successful at dropping the buy button. Next up is emphasize X. What do I mean by that? You want to pick one thing out of your product that is uber cool, that is uber awesome. You list the features, then you say, and best of all, it has X. And whatever X is what you want to emphasize. And here's where you put your first price tease. So you would say something to the effect of, normally the 4-Day Diet can retail for as much as $79 because it comes with X, Y, Z, and you emphasize X. And that would be a completely fair price. However, today I have something much better in store for you. I have a deal that's much better in store for you. The 3 more benefits is where I say, and it's awesome if you want to benefit, 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 but it's not the 3 benefits they're thinking of. So this is outside of weight loss. If you want to turn back the clock and have your skin look as good as it did when you were younger, if you want to have the energy that you had back in your teenage years, or even if you want to X and onward and so forth, I would build 3 unique benefits that are not related specifically to weight loss, but are the result of weight loss. Okay, that's all about the product. And the next step inside this grand offer is all about the price. And here's where you want to get a little tricky. You can start with what's called a faux price. You can say, and today I'm going to give you the 4-Day Diet for $47. Now, this is tricky because if your real price is $27, which it is, you kind of want to be a little careful here because some people may window out. But some people have fantastic success with faux prices because people are like, oh, great, I'll buy that. That's awesome. And then when you get to the real price, you're like, hey, you know what? Since you've stuck around this long, I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to knock it down all the way down to $27. So this is a little risky, but it's something you should try. And be sure to test. And here's where I pull in the bonuses. I pull them in before the price is dropped because I'm just building more and more and more tension to the price. Other people put them in after the price is dropped. Really, this is another thing that you should test. There's not a right answer here. Sometimes it works better before, sometimes it works better after. So list your bonuses, but be sure to pull out one juicy benefit inside each of your bonuses. Don't just say you're going to get this and it retails for that, but I'm going to give it to you for free. Say, and this bonus, it alone will help you blank. This bonus by itself is going to help you blank. And make sure that the blanks are not the same as the blanks inside your book or service or product, right? You want to make sure it's doing something related to, complementary to, but not in competition with your primary offer. So here's where you want to talk about the cost of loss and say, you know, before I get to the price, let's talk about the price of inaction. Inaction has cost you so much in life. It's cost you X, Y, and Z. So the cost of not acting on this today is far greater than anything I could ever ask for name of product. Here's something that most marketers don't do. It's called reason for the discount. And this is where you start talking about what the actual price is. You say, now remember, the name of my product could normally sell for this. However, I went on a mission to help as many people as I possibly can. And in doing so, I realized that I would have to discount this product even further in order to get it in the hands of as many people as possible. Or you could say that you have a mission to sell help a million people lose $1 million, or whatever that may be. But give a reason for why you're giving a discount. And here's where you reveal the price. And you do it with a drop down. So you say, so your price today isn't X. That's the retail price after you add up all the bonuses, $249. Your price isn't even $199. It's not even $99. It's not even $79. Your price today is only X, and then you reveal the price. Then I put in what's called a 3X guarantee. So I give 3 reasons why they can refund their money. So I say, reason number 1, If you don't see the results that you want within X period of days, I'll give you all your money back. Reason number 2, if you don't find this to be the most informative, well-written, incredibly educational, whatever you want to say, book or series or whatever it may be that you've ever read on the subject, I'll give you your money back. And reason number 3 is a silly reason. I say, and if you don't like the font I used, if you don't like the way I speak, if you don't like my Southern accent, it doesn't really matter. Anything you don't like, if you're not happy, I'm not happy, and I'll give you your money back. So this is really just a cool way of saying I've got a triple guarantee. And here's what I mean by that. So you keep saying giving all your money back so you don't triple their money back, but it's a triple guarantee, meaning that you've given 3 ways to get your money back. Pretty clever, eh? And here's where your first call to action comes into place. This is going to be the third part of this. This is the call to action, and you want to drop your buy button here if you didn't drop it earlier. So you say, look below this video right now, click the button that says blank and read off what the button says. You might even say, click the big red button that you see right now that says blank. Make it so obvious they can't miss it. And a super cool little ninja tip, underneath the button, put your price and put click here to order now in a blue hyperlink. Because believe it or not, 30% of people still don't click buttons. You're welcome. Next up is more testimonials. Put in as many as you can, and then you go to the super bonus. Save your best bonus for here. Make it the super bonus. Make sure it's worth more than any of the other bonuses. Lay it in right now. Then you want to talk about how they're going to be part of a team. They're going to be included into an environment that is now filled with weight loss success, or whatever you're selling success. Here's where I lay down the second call to action. Look below this video right now. And I do something unique here. I say, when you click the button below, I don't say if you click, I always say when you click. In other words, I'm future pacing the whole way. When you click the button below today, you're going to be taken to a page that looks just like this, and show them a video of what your order form looks like. So when they get there, they are far less likely to abandon that order form. Remember this, over 88%, okay, sometimes a lot higher, of people who hit your shopping cart abandon your cart, meaning they were ready to buy, they got on the page and something didn't feel right. So you can negate a lot of that by showing them what the page looks like, walking them through exactly how to order. You know, just fill in your name here, put your credit card here, it's perfectly safe, fully encrypted, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Click this button and you'll be off to the races. So that's what I do here. It's a very important thing to do. Highly recommend you do that. In part 4 of this is the pain-pleasure response. We want to re-emphasize some things here now that we're toward the end of the VSL. The first is what I call a reminder. It's a reminder that their pleasure, their satisfaction toward the progress of goal is going to begin the moment they click the order button. That the pain in their life is going to diminish. The pain that we talked about inside the VSL is going to start diminishing today. It literally happens today. The moment that you take action is the first moment that you will feel relief. Now, some people buy things to feel relief. I'm tapping into that a little bit, but I'm also giving them a fantastic product and tons of follow-up, so I have no problems doing that. Second, I remind them that it is not their fault that they are blank, whatever the negative blank is, but it is their responsibility. Now that they know everything is right here in front of them. Already prepared, I've done all the hard work for you. All you have to do is take responsibility and take action right now. And finally, I reinforce all the benefits. I just list my top 5 benefits, or 6 or so. I just reinforce them in bullet points, boom, boom, boom. So finally, we're getting to the final step of the grand offer. It's kind of long, isn't it? But it's so powerful. And this is where we do some pretty cool things. I call this actions and results. And the first thing I do is I future pace their actions. And here's what I do. I'm going to just read this off, and you can steal this verbatim if you want to. Okay, so right now, you are going to click the button that you see. It's a big red button that says, I want to lose weight now. That's what my button would say. Click that button and go over to this page, and you're going to order this. You're going to click that button. And here's what's going to happen next. And I start talking like this. You're going to download this product today, and you're going to read the very first chapter tonight. Just read the very first chapter. Will you do that for me? Will you agree to do that? Okay, great. Because here's what's going to happen when you do. I want you to walk with me a week into the future. You've read the first chapter, and it's already starting to change the way that you look at food, the way you look at weight loss, how easy it now feels. Just reading the first chapter gave you so much enthusiasm, didn't it? Notice how I'm speaking in the past tense, gave you. It's called future pacing, another NLP, neuro-linguistic programming technique we use in copy. I'm going to keep going now. Now walk with me 2 more weeks into the future. It's only been 21 days since you purchased Name a Book, and already you're seeing X, Y, Z. People are complimenting you. You feel amazing, etc., etc., etc. I walk someone all the way through the first 60 days of this future pace exercise and show them in literal, walking them through as if it already happened detail, what their life is going to look like when they take action. Then I snap them back into the reality of the moment. And I say, now remember, your discount is here and here are your bonuses, but you have to take action before blank or X is going to happen. And you have to have some sort of scarcity here. I usually give 3 reasons for scarcity. Number 1, this offer has been discounted quite a bit and it just simply can't last forever. Number 2, this bonus is going to go away in the next 72 hours and make it go away. You can do this in really ethical ways, by the way. You can have a product called deadline funnels that will allow you to redirect to another page and actually show that page without the bonus. And it's custom for everyone. So if somebody hits it on Thursday, it would redirect on Sunday. If someone hits it on Sunday, it'd redirect on Tuesday, and so on and so forth. And then I would give another reason if possible for scarcity. Then we go into the typical crosswords close. And that's where I say, look, there's a painful way to go about this. And there's a smart way to go about this. We're now at the end of our journey together, and the choice is yours. The painful path is one you've already been taking. And I would just walk through how that path is painful, like everything that's happening to them. But I would echo back to the worst possible scenario here, where I talked about, and heaven forbid, your children follow these patterns and spread it to their children. So I've tightened the screws even tighter. Then I say, or you can take the smart path. You can take the clever path. You can take the easier path because I've done all the hard work for you and I'm wanting to give that work to you now. It's my life's work. It's helped X number of people get X results, whatever that may be for you. I know it can help you. And then you give one more call to action and you go into what I call the Samurai Q&A. That's going to be a bonus video. I'm going to do that another time. That's where you turn Q&A into the best selling that you can ever do in a video sales letter. But you're going to have to wait for that one because that's a bonus. All right. I hope that you've enjoyed this series on how to create a VSL. I think that you will get a lot out of this if you just go watch these videos a couple of times, then implement it yourself. However, if you want a far easier way of doing this, I have literally done all the hard work for you. I've taken all the copy that I've written and put it into an AI machine that is ready for you down below, now VSL. Very smart software. And it's also training. It's training. So every slide has got so much more detail than I've been able to cover here on each and every slide if you want to watch the training, or you can just go through the software, choose the copy you like, edit it to your liking, boom, you have a VSL, not just a long form VSL, because it will auto create your 1 minute, 5 minute, and 20-minute versions. So you can use it as a 1 minute as a lead magnet, a 5 minute as a call to action to a phone close, a 20-minute for a cheaper product perhaps, and then of course your long form. So go check out Now VSL. Links are in the description. I'm John Benson, and until next time, I want you to be unignorable.